Good morning, ASU. I'm Mergen, one of your co-hosts.
And I'm Tilmo, and I'm your co-anchor.
And welcome back to Wolves Watch. In recent global news, the world's attention is focused on Dubai. This week, as the COP29 Climate Summit kicks off, leaders from around the world have gathered to discuss urgent climate action. And the stakes are higher than ever.
That's right. With extreme weather events becoming frequent and more severe, climate change is at its forefront in global conversations. At the summit, world leaders are expected to announce new commitments to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting sustainability across industries.
One of the most pressing issues being discussed is how to meet the ambitious targets set under the Paris Agreement. This includes effort to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. However, there are significant challenges ahead, such as especially with the rising fossil fuel emissions coming from the world's largest economies.
Activists and environmental groups are calling for stronger action, including faster transitions to renewable energy and greater financial support for developing nations that are most vulnerable at these climate impacts. In fact, youth activists are holding protests outside of conferences, demanding for bolder steps to protect our planet for future generations. And now we have our weather segment with your senior, Olsa.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Mooney. So I'm your news anchor, Olsa, a senior, all right? So this week, we'll have a high of 3 degrees, and then throughout the week, it's gonna get down to maybe negative 13 degrees. It's gonna be really cold this week. So hope you guys get your jackets, scarves, gloves, hats, anything you need. And that's today's weather.
Thanks, Olsa. Now we move on to our local news. As we move on to our winter season, in Mongolia, the government is wrapping up efforts to tackle air pollution as the winter approaches. The capital city of Ulaanbaatar is known for severe air quality issues during the colder months, primarily due to the widespread of coal usage in the Gare districts. Local officials have restriction on coal burning and plan on distributing cleaner alternative fuels into the Gare district. Environmental groups are applauding the move, but stress that more action needs to be taken to protect the health of the residents.
Meanwhile, in the countryside, authorities are working to combat the effects of extreme weather conditions that have plagued rural communities in recent years. Unreasonably cold temperatures and heavy snow have caused difficulties for herders, especially in remote regions with reports of livestock losses due to the early onset of winter. The government has promised to provide more support for affected communities, including food and healthy supplies.
On a positive note, Mongolia's economic outlook is showing signs of improvement. The country's mining sector is the key pillar of the economy, experiencing growth. Thanks to rising global demands for copper and coal, the government is optimistic that this will boost the employment and the contribution of economic stability heading into 2025.
As the nation prepares for the challenges of winter, Mongolians are hopeful that these new measures will improve air quality and support those affected by the harsh conditions. We'll continue to keep you updated on the developments in the upcoming weeks. Thank you. Now we're going to introduce you to our Wolves Watch special section. Our new library has finished renovation, which is located on the opposite side of the lunchroom on the first floor. With that being said, there's a bridge built on the second floor, leading to a new business room, a teacher's lounge, and a new changing room for fitness.
Last week, the AP exam payments were due, so good luck to all the kids who are taking the exam.
As for some school news, the National Honor Society induction ceremony will be hosted tomorrow, while the Science National Honor Society ceremony will be hosted on the following Thursday.
Recently, we held our first Spirit Week of the year, which was on October 28th to the 31st, which wrapped up a huge success. On SO Day, we held our fashion show, which garnered a lot of attention, so thank you for everyone who participated. We also held our first school musical, Zombie Prom, that premiered on October 30th to November 1st. We are so glad that so many people came and supported our talented students.
We also have our first homecoming in the works right now. Further information will be told by our sports anchor, Hatlong.
Hello ASU, and for today's sport we have our U19 girls on lead. first place out of the zone, while the U15 boys and girls are still ongoing. And there is also U19 boys who got in third place. And there's also another news about homecoming, which is coming after winter break. And also we have our grade level volleyball game that's held by Stacko this week, Friday.
Before we wrap up this episode, on November 1st, we had our ED and EA.
And congratulations to all those who managed to finish the application in time.
Speaking of EDs and EAs, ASU Weekly is holding their Alumni Week, which alumni from ASU will be taking over the ASU Weekly account and really showing the college experience.
That's all for today's broadcast. I hope you're happy and being informed of recent school events and global news and local news.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.